life is a blank canvas. You work your butt off to get to a point where you want to start investing. Think fun and smart. We're trying. Mistake, but
it may not pan out.
We are on to the next adventure of our life, which is investing in another piece of real estate. But we're thinking about land because it's cheaper, especially because we live in California. What would you do if we got land?
Just have a cool place to get away in the woods. We can build a little cabin. We can fire range like a campground.
ATVs, like so many options.
Yeah.
So, and it's not very expensive to get land here.
Compared to other parts of the country, yes.
But the return of investment on land in California is way better than other places too. Adventure.
Place to go have fun.
Yeah. All right, so we just got a grand tour of a lot of land. This property right here is so pretty. It has a creek coming through and it has this bridge and it has this hill. Oh, pretty. Look what she just took. So pretty. Just has all these hills and these spots that you could put like little cabins, trailers. So we're trying to think of like, do we want to do tent camping here? Do we want to do trailer camping? Probably wants horse stables, which is very expensive, by the way. This one is so magical and beautiful. First property we're going to today is
It's 10 acres. It has a well and water on it already.
Is there a river?
There is no river.
Creek?
No.
Water source in any way?
Yeah, the well.
Can we make our own ponds?
I guess.
Right. We're gonna get stickers. Tell me about this land. This land is not our land yet. This land is 4.5 acres and it's in the middle of burn country that burned last year. And you have to drive down a pretty long road to get down to here. This one's 5 acres.
It's next to horses and like a bunch of horse things and a bunch of things that I could ask to take care of the horses and I could ride the horses.
Okay, but the logistics are, it is $80,000, $90,000.
That's the logo we would.
The lady is default on it. The person who owns it is default on it, which means that they'd be more willing to, it's gonna go to auction, right?
Yeah.
On rules here are you can only have 2 buildings per property. And if we wanted to put like a cabin or a home or a small tiny home, I think those equal 1 building. Big thing about living in California, this is fire country and look at how much brush is here. If landowners do their due diligence and they clean up their own property, firefighters will spend time focusing on their properties. If you don't, firefighters will not waste their time because that is just natural burnout. Like if you don't burn out your property or dig it up, then that's on you, foo. What is this? So this is on the property. Well, we got a microwave. I don't know what a well top looks like. Look at that, the foundation. We might not have to build a permit. That IKEA cubby is a little shot. Next property. Hi, horsey. Ollie likes the property.
Oliver, what are you doing?
This one is 14, how many acres? 14? 10 acres.
A pure forest.
Pure forest. There's like a road that goes through it all, but it's very hilly. That like is a drop off. A scale from 1 to 10.
A 5?
One we looked at last week was like beautiful and magical, and this, you walk down this road and you just hear little scurrying animals and critters, and not sure if they're snakes or all the things. Ollie, what do you want on your land that you get? Just lots of places to run? What do you need on his land?
Grass. Somewhere to ride horses.
Pine trees, shade.
I want a hammock too.
It'd be cool to be near a river or a lake or pond or something.
Hammocks can be put in on any land.
Yeah, just a beautiful space.
All right, we are week 2 of looking for land, and this week we are currently trying to gold mine so that we can afford the land. Here, over here, you have James Marshall Dustin. What did he find?
He found gold.
Hold on, let me focus. Oh, look at that, we're rich! This is insanely beautiful. We rented this really cool Airbnb on this little private river up in the hills so that we could see more properties without having to go home every time. We fell in love with gold panning and just being near water, so we knew that we wanted something that was near water. But also the Airbnb kind of sparked our interest into looking at something that was actually finished and ready to just go to retreat to. And after all the permit costs and everything you would need to start building, it started to look a little more appealing too.
Nothing. Nada.
First of all, we're watching this guy, Rob Built.
Rob built. He's got a bunch of cool content on running Airbnbs.
Yep.
So
we're learning from YouTube because that's how we do.
Gotta make a little money on this side gig.
What did we just get?
We got a pre-approval letter.
That said, yes, we're pre-approved.
Our favorite mortgage broker, Miller.
Ken Miller.
Yep.
Yeah, Ken's great.
Yep.
Pete's great.
Now we just need to have a conversation about, are we going to make this commitment?
Like get married?
No.
Oh, I thought you were asking me to marry you again.
No.
Never you. You're so rude. Anyways, we started looking and we were realizing even nice houses were decent price. And we're going to look at one tomorrow that I'm really excited about. It's kind of perfect.
So the edge of this property goes all the way to that tree line, like 300 yards back there.
That's cool.
So it's all cleared out up there.
Have this cool fire pit. All right, so we went and looked at the property today, and it seems like bizarrely exactly what we need or want or all of the above. Super excited about this property, and I think we're gonna put an offer on it with big land purchases in California because it has a structure on it. We might not have to put that much down. The land itself and the buildings are so cool and so fun, and like we would have so many fun projects we can do.
It would all hit
Make
the
a
dam and fill up.
Big beautiful pond
So
with a willow tree.
we're only halfway of the property down here.
That's crazy. So there is a willow in there. She just needs some love. Pond, you can hear the dripping water into the pond. And then there's a lower level down there. It's kind of hard to see. But clear this out, we could have a beautiful pond. Well, we put the offer in. They got an offer the day before we put an offer in and they accepted it, but they're holding us as a backup offer. We have to kind of look at some more properties, and this vlog series might be longer than I thought it was going to be. I know that God knows what we need more than what we want, and I think that property was exactly what we wanted, but it might not be what we needed at this season. First property of the day is the newest colony.
Property goes back to the road that we came in on over there, all the way back through there to the highway, and then basically all this land that's cleared out here.
24 acres. So this is the view from this property, which would be so pretty probably when it's snowing out. It's the guest cabin. This cabin, which this would be so easy to Airbnb out, honestly. Like, it's set up really well for an Airbnb.
How do you manage if they leave a bunch of stuff behind? What can you do about that?
Well, really nothing.
We're at another property, and as much as there's really cute deer here, the house just needs way too much work. We don't have that time or energy, so we're not. There's a little baby deer. What do you think of this property?
Picking off the treasures? That's a no-go, right?
If the house is not worth it, don't make the hike.
Ooh, that's good advice.
Alright, this is one of the last properties, I think. unmanufactured home. It's got a nice gate coming into the property. Got a nice coop, outdoor shop.
There's just always the same amount of butterflies that there are people.
Okay.
Like when I'm around.
Oh,
'Cause
just
I'm-
when you're around, I
'cause
see.
I'm cool at that.
Is it open? All right, we made it to, we're calling it the cabin.